Business has been huge and is very visible to a lot of people. But then at the end of the day, it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, who when I met him had absolutely zero.
Hello, and hello. Just want to check the temperature on everybody's mental. Are we okay? This is a question that I want to ask. Are we okay? I really want to know, because it's been a time of witnessing black men be the oppressor's savior. And I'm kind of tired of looking at it and making up excuses like it's not happening when it absolutely is. Absolutely is. And you have people make up excuses for Mr. Tender when his family and the ones before him, even at his time of growing up, fought for our rights to not be ran over and taken advantage of. He was taught this. So you know better. Unless you got to a point where you felt like you had to bow down to somebody, even when you have the power in your hand. So you submitting yourself to someone that feels like they should be owed something more than you, because it was theirs and of course it was his. But you, Mr. Tenderism, help bring this business to where it is now, and that's where the respect has to happen. He is using you as his show pony. You are the face when he needs you to be the face, and that is it. So when I hear them talk about it, I'm listening very intently and trying to understand, why do we keep feeling like we have to bow down to somebody that at every turn feels like what's theirs is theirs and what's yours is also theirs? And to be able to tell somebody that because they was gonna tip you, that they should have tipped them, and matter of fact got with them first before communicating with you, because he let it be known he's the boss, and then wanted to make it sound like you didn't have enough common sense, or you wasn't important enough for them to communicate what was yours. So I'm gonna go into these videos, and I'm gonna start with the interview he did with Mr. Willie D. Shout out to him, and this is his footage, and I am using this under the 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This is for commentary and educational purposes. Any content that is shared is fair use and meant for commentary and or entertainment, criticism, and educational purposes only. Shall we proceed?
Destination Smokehouse, you might recognize Nick Yepperman and Walter, Mr. Tenderism Johnson is in the building. How you feel, fellas?
All right. Amazing. Thank you for having us.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Mr. Legend.
Absolutely. Fam, we're here today to get an understanding. Recently, food critic and content creator Keith Lee visited Destination Smokehouse and later posted a review describing his experience. In that review, he said he was denied the opportunity to meet Walter Johnson, also known as Mr. Tenderism, and leave a large tip. After the video went viral, many people in the public took issue with what they heard and questioned whether access to Walter was being restricted. In the comments under my reaction video, some viewers went as far as expressing concern that Walter, a black man, may be taken advantage of by Nick, a white man and business owner, raising broader questions about transparency, power, and fairness behind the brand. So the question that a lot of people is wanting to know, first of all, is, did you guys know who Keith Lee was before he showed up at the door?
I'll let you go first, sir. No, I did not know who he was. And at the time, I was not notified that he was.
That's how I'm feeling right now. Because he don't want to say that he knew who he was. So he's going to let him answer that he didn't know who he was. But he should have been introduced to who he was when he was there.
Because I don't be on the internet. Like I said, I'm an old gentleman. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But I do not know that much to know he was a food critic. And now he can come back up here and we can meet person to person, you know, it's cool in the game. But no, I did not know who he was. No disrespect to him. Okay. Now,
Well, I was kind of shocked when I found out. The way I found out was at the end of the podcast we were doing with Idi Amin. You know him from the Outlaws?
Absolutely, that's my thought. That's my style.
Cool. So really solid. We were like 3 weeks out from planning it.
You breaking in and messing up the argument. Like, we didn't even invite you into the fold. Like, but we listening to understand exactly what kind of person you are. Go ahead, sir.
And a lot of hiccups happened. We were so late in the day, but when we were doing it, we were just totally locked in. So I found out at the end of it was only 30 minutes too. It was a 30-minute podcast. So at the end, our head of security / host, Josh, came over. Hey, Nick, man, it's like some guy came and he was trying to meet Walt to give him a $5,000 tip. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird because we've had like.
They know they knew who that was. And I'm pretty sure they heard the customers say Keith Lee's name. And he didn't owe y'all to tell him who he was. He wanted to meet Mr. Tenderism and tip him in a respectful manner. He don't owe y'all anything to identify himself. This is not an ICE raid or an ICE profile where he owes you all to identify himself. Are you serious?
Streamers come in, trying to like come in and get weird content. So we love the exposure, but we don't need weird exposure. So he took it and he didn't know. That was another shock.
Fellas.
all right.
Not weird exposure. That was kind of funky and funny. Okay, I'm going to play the next video. Let's see.
And thank you for having us.
Right.
The way that he did, even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media to offer a tip to a business owner.
No, go ahead and say it, to offer a $5,000 tip. And you called him your business owner. So that means, yeah, he can take that money. He's supposed to be your partner, correct? But in your eyes, you didn't see him as that. You saw him as a regular worker, your hostess that greets everybody at the door, basically, because I'm telling you, that's what it looks like to me. If it was me and I had somebody that was the face of my company that was promoting it like Mr. Tenderism is doing, I would never have to worry about coming to work because somebody is generating a business for me and I would pay them happily. And heftily. So why do you feel like you need to get in on it when you could be at home chilling? Somebody got your business going upfloat when you just said your business was failing before. You say it's family owned and it was failing before you go. And then when Mr. Tenderism came in, it took off. And you can't even be grateful about that and sit down on your hands and knuckles and be grateful and continue to grow and thrive in your business, that you need this much attention. It's giving real ego and insecurity. Like you're gonna do what the business has always been doing, is failing, and you're gonna understand why it fails, and that because it operates under greed and people not knowing how to manage business. Everybody knows that the customer service brings and keep customers. If they see that a boss is being greedy and trying to be like somebody that want to be all up in a video all the time, then they're gonna leave, because they want the underdogs to make it. They want to see the underdogs win, and you should have been letting your underdogs win, and maybe that financial wealth would have been blessed to your other workers, and you wouldn't have to worry about coming on a live sounding like you're basically complaining, which you are. You are complaining, and it's not making any sense. And then you got somebody. Why is it always somebody in the background? And it's got to be on one of us, a black man that's, and not all black men, but a black man like this that's in the background standing guard for his oppressor, to make it look like something, and it actually looks even worser, with your hands all cradled together, and y'all look crazy. It's giving y'all are his caretakers or something, or his handlers. Then you had him gone for almost a week just to bring him back because you was getting complaints, you said, and then you called it like complaints, and to you it was getting to a point where you didn't like it. Then you tried to copyright the name so you could really have some type of control. Everybody knows that by you doing that, you was trying to have control and manipulate the situation to where nobody can be able to talk about this at all. But I'm gonna finish playing the video.
It was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip the business owner? Tip the whole
He don't have to tip anybody. He didn't have to tip Mr. Tenderism. He made the choice to do it because that's what he wanted to do as a grown man that was able to do it. You don't get to tell anybody what to do with their money. Maybe you should pay them more and they wouldn't be complaining about what he was about to be tipped. You can't manipulate what somebody does with their money. Who are you? You're not the bank. You don't pay Mr. Lee. He did you a favor by coming to your business and bringing more business to it. And then you're going to say tip the whole staff. You're just trying to see, this is what it looks like when they're trying to get you to turn against your own. Making like it's them, it's Keith Lee and not the owner that's doing this, to try to make him feel bad about something he did. He's not coming back there not to tip a whole staff. You don't get to manipulate and control somebody's pockets at all. I don't care who you are.
And I said, well, this is about my business and something that, Destination we created a long time ago. And they're actually talking about me, and it's affecting our business. People are coming in here and eating food, a lot, like 100 plus, eating it all, and then at the end complaining and wanting their money back. We've had people leave the store with to-go orders after they ate in the restaurant, calling the next day saying, we didn't like anything, we want our money back. Or
Well, people have been doing the reviews, and from what we can tell, y'all cannot make candy yams, and the briskets ain't all that. Only thing they can say is that the what they call it, the oxtails are good or okay. So it's not like you out here like tearing it up in a restaurant. And if that's how they feel, then I guess don't allow them back in your restaurant. But you are literally on here deciding to bitch and complain to make something look, to give your own business a bad reputation, whether you know it or not. Do you know that you are promoting a bad reputation to your business now? And maybe the people are having bad customer service because now your workers want tips that they're not working towards. Pay them people more. How about that? Let's start there.
Yelling when they find out that he's not the owner. This is a happy place. Up to why he.
Wait a minute. I thought he was the owner, though. I thought he had stake in the business. So he went from saying he's the owner. Let me play that.
I felt the way that he did, even the way that he approached it. He didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was
Okay, he just said offer a tip to a business owner and then skip to when he says he's not.
store with to-go orders after they ate in the restaurant, calling the next day saying, we didn't like anything, we want our money back, or yelling when they find out that he's not the owner. This is a happy place.
Okay, and he just said he's not the owner, yelling because they find out that he's not the owner after you just said he was the owner. Yeah, no. That's not gonna fly with me. So here's Keith Lee's review after he just blatantly lied. Mr. Tenderism went from being an owner to not an owner. Okay. Remember that, people. You probably heard it here first.
And this, in my opinion, is the most anticipated video I've ever done. In my hand is food from Destination Restauarnt with the Tenderism. My whole mission today to see, in my opinion, is the food actually Tenderism, or do I just love watching Unc? Let's find out together. I got it. Let's try it. And we're going to 10. We spent $129.77. The customer service my family said was very good. This food was quick. It only took us 10 minutes to get it. And Unc is here. Unc walk around with 4 different security guards, which I fully understand because people probably bombarding him non-stop. So I'm going to show you what I got, and we're going to try it, and we're going to 10. Holiday yams, mac and cheese, coleslaw, 2 orders of Texas toast, 4 sides of barbecue sauce, and a 3-meat plate. I got a beef rib, some oxtail, and some brisket. We're going to start with what I came in for, the beef rib. I didn't touch it, I didn't do nothing. It's how it came. To me, it looked like a slice. It looked like they slit it straight down the back. So when I pick it up, that's what happens. I'm going to pick it up and see if it falls off. Well, it ain't no bone in there. I'm going to just see if it falls apart. It do not. This thing ain't going nowhere. The most important is how it tastes. Let's see. It's very smoky. I think it can definitely be more salt added to this. But right now, I just taste smoke and a lot of peppercorns, which is a very good plus. It's juicy. You see it's all in my beard. It's all on my lips. That barbecue sauce is sweet, and I think exactly that's what it needs. Again, a little more salt will take this a long way. But as it is, I'm at a 7.5 out of 10.
I need some bread.
Just oxtail. It's tender now. Now that's tender. Glasses, I'm throwing the glasses on the floor. That is delicious. Fantastic. Actually, tender, juicy, peppery, smoky, salty. That might be the best oxtail I've ever had. It's top 3 and it ain't 3. I'm supposed to be tasting that. I'm on my 3rd bite.
Man, he making me hungry. I think I might have to go out there and try it just to see and hope that I get lucky. Except for that other part with them yams.
Delicious. For me, personally, 9.7 out of 10.
It's the peppery bread. And this is tender. I'm going with 9.5.
All right, that's the brisket. He ain't going nowhere. Oh, there we go. Let's put a pull action. This is extremely overseasoned in my opinion. When it comes from not only a sodium level, but also a flavor level. That's a decent brisket, in my opinion. 6.5 out of 10. This nigga from Texas. I got somebody from Texas with me.
That's the juice.
You smoking. 8-7.
This mac and cheese. I don't know if this is oil or if this is a lighter bread.
But it starts separating from the noodle.
Ugh, it looked bad.
The cheese it almost curdled. I don't know what noodle that is. Is this the noodle? Not bad at all. Okay, this the yam. Now that's sweet, cinnamon, a lot of spices and flavors. 8 out of 10. For me, the standout is absolutely oxtail. But past oxtail, the standout, not only in my opinion, is it extremely hard to get people engaged like that, to show your true personality, to be yourself, no matter how fast things take off in the space. I don't think he intended for it to go the way it's going.
So he's saying in the video where they went to have a conversation with Unc to leave him a $5,000 tip, plus leave $1,000 to pay for anybody in line. So they didn't want them to even take care of the guests. They would rather him pay Unc and then maybe pay the workers, but the workers did not serve him. He did not sit in a restaurant. So why would he be tipping out people that did not give him service? He got an order and went out into the car and ate it.
I think he just wants to show his love of food and his love of what it is that he's doing. I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my phone.
So you could tell that he's sitting there, he's standing there explaining, and those people know exactly who he is. They know who he is. That's why most of them didn't either. I bet that lady at the counter didn't get on camera to let us know. She didn't know who Keith Lee was. I bet she knew who he was.
And we going to say happy holidays to us.
So, update. We could not get to Unc. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast. We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was going to give him in hand. They didn't take it, so we're not only going to take this money and feed some people, but we're just going to do what we feel like we're supposed to do in the community with.
And as always, after this, I pray and hope that they continue to reach their target audience. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
You know what? It's always like this. Even if you worked in a business, they do not like it when you get big tips at all. If it don't benefit them, then they could care less about what you got or the tip that you got. I'm telling you, they do not care when it's you getting the money over them. That's why he kept saying it's his business. But at the same time, flip-flopped and said it's Mr. Unc Tenderism's business. So it's like he doesn't know what he wanted to be. He knows it's his business as a white man for sure. That's what he does know. That's why he tried to trademark the Mr. Tenderism. What a joke. But here are two lawyers that had some of the some good facts, but they had two different views about when the Mr. Tenderism was copyrighted. So you're gonna hear two different points, and how can y'all lawyers have two different views?
Claim that a black attorney filed a trademark for Mr. Watt's corn phrase tenderness, and allegedly he did it so that a white man wouldn't do the same thing. So, allegedly he did.
Shout out.
He did it
Shout
so that a
out.
white man wouldn't do the same thing. So, here's the truth. From a legal perspective, trademark law requires what's called bona fide intent to use the mark in commerce. You can't just file an application to hold it for someone else. That's actually not a thing. If there's public record that this was the intent of the application, then it can be challenged or protested. And another thing, I keep hearing people say that this attorney owns the trademark. That's not accurate. The application is still pending meaning no registration has been issued for this particular mark. Plus, as I discussed in my previous video, because this phrase went viral, it's likely or should be refused for failing to function as a trademark. So, if you're building something online and you're using phrases that you are hoping will catch on, I recommend trademarking them before they get popular. Schedule a free call with us so that you can find out what this looks like for you moving forward. It's called our free trademark roadmap call. The link is in the bio.
And that's High Tide, Miss High Tide Legal on TikTok. Please like her video and follow, give her a follow. So that's one opinion there. And I agree with her. You should trademark something when you know it's catchy in the beginning, because people be listening. So here's another attorney with a different view. And yeah, here we go.
Destination Smokehouse stealing Tenderism and filing a trademark without including UNC on it. First, let me start by saying, yes, Destination Smokehouse filed a fraudulent trademark application with the USPTO for Tenderism under the direction of an attorney. Now, this is my issue with the attorney. We are supposed to do a thorough search prior to filing an application to let the client know, hey, this name is available, or this is a competing application. What do you want to do? We all know that it's first to file who gets priority before an examining attorney in order to determine ownership. Kenneth Harris, who is an attorney, decided that he was going to go and file an application under the USPTO in order to protect UNC's rights. And I'm so glad that he did that, because it was the right thing to do. Now, here's the issue. The issue is he's been trying to transfer his application over to UNC, but has been unsuccessful in getting in contact with him. I wonder fucking why. Because we also had an issue when he arrived in order to bless UNC with a gift. But no, they didn't allow him to see UNC without them present. So I wholeheartedly believe that the owner of Destination Smokehouse is preventing Attorney Harris from getting in contact with UNC in order to transfer this application over, because he is the rightful owner of Tenderism, not Destination Smokehouse. What's even more concerning with this owner, and so he is making it seem like, and I posted all the videos to show you that he has said repeatedly they were partners, they are this, they are that. Guess what? If y'all were partners, you would have added him to that trademark application, but you didn't. You did it to be sneaky, you did it to be conniving, you did it to be a thief. You did it exactly how your ancestors did. Used to steal, because you all did not have a creative bone in your body. I went and did the research. I went and checked the receipts, and the receipts are real. You can't go and undo anything at this point, because I already got it. So, thankfully, there are people like me, there are people like Attorney Harris who have checked the temperature and saw that your temperature was hot and hot to steal from a black man. You ain't gonna ain't your mama, UNC. You are literally taking advantage of UNC. And you know, if y'all was to depart today, you will be saying, oh, I own the name. Make no mistake, I know exactly what I need to do to put the USPTO on notice of your fraudulent application, because it's under felony perjury. Criminal charges can come for you lying on a USPTO.
And also, he in the video is calling him the a co-owner, but at another part of the video, he said he is not the owner, because he said that the customers will get him mad when they find out that he's not an owner. When you say in the first part of the video, he's an owner. But girl, you eating. Keep talking, yeah.
Your application. Civil remedies can come from you lying on a USPTO application, and the fact that you did this under direction of an attorney is even more concerning. Y'all better go and make this right, because either way, you won't be owning this name without making sure the rightful creator and owner, because I got the receipts, I got the stamps to know who created the name, when it was created, when it was first used, and it's not according to your application. So you better do the right fucking thing.
I know that's right, and that is at Lawyer Bay ESQ, or at Lawyer Bay Esquire. She's on Instagram. Please give her also a like and a follow. And she went hard in the paint. She made more sense than the last lawyer. I liked what she said, because she is correct. If they were to go back and look at this video, and that's probably why the other guy of the business is flip-flopping with, is he or is he not an owner, because in the end he's probably gonna say he's not. He's probably gonna say he's not. And people need to share the video of him saying in the beginning, he says he's an owner, and then at the end, he changes up and says people get mad when they find out that he is not an owner. Look, Mr. Unc, Mr. Tenderism, You need to get off from under and be great. Don't be scared to be great. You should not be on here taking up for this man as if he's done so much for you. Only thing he's done is give you a job in the restaurant, basically as a hostess, where you are meeting and greeting people. And I know, and you know that $5,000 tip would have helped, because I can only imagine what he is paying you per hour. And it ain't equaling up to $5,000 a month. And ain't nobody trying to make it sound racist or biased. I'm trying to make common sense out of common sense. That why do you feel like you need to make him look good by being side by side with him on a video? And you can still talk how you gonna talk, just so we can see what he gonna do. If he gonna buck at you, we gonna show up for you. So I don't know why you feel like you need to make him look good, like the weeping wife that's standing by her man. You should not be letting this man take advantage of you. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. And it's not fair. We're tired of seeing this happen all the time. Happens all the time. Where they're taking advantage because you are the face and making them money. And then once that's enough for them, then they try to go ahead and destiny swap and put themselves in your place. Because that's what it's really all about. We talked about that with the man in Minnesota that rescued his oppressor / agitator, who wouldn't have came on a sunny, the best weather day to save that black man that saved him in Minnesota. And he wouldn't have did it in love. He would have been too busy picking out what hole to put you in and what tree looks good enough to see you, you know. Stop trying to show them that you could submit to them and be a good little boy. You are not that. And if you are, then please go away from us with all of this. If you are willing to be oppressed and submit to your oppressor, then please speak now and forever hold your peace. Because we will be not defending you if it continues to look this way. At least I know I won't. I know I won't if you continue to let yourself be taken advantage of and then think you can ask Keith Lee to come back out to the restaurant. He doesn't owe you. You had the chance. A blessing may only come so many times in a lifetime. But when you have people around you that want to block your blessing, they're not going to let you be able to have that chance again. You won't have an opportunity like that again. Not unless you go and meet up with Keith Lee one-on-one. I mean, is it something happening where you can't do it by yourself? Do you have a debilitating issue, health issue that keeps you? Because I'm pretty sure they are not your overseers or your caretakers for that matter. Where's your family? Do you have any kids? Anybody that can help you? And I hope you do make contact with this lawyer so you can get the trademark. But I feel like if I was a lawyer, I would not give it to him, because if you give it to Mr. Tenderism, he might turn it over to that owner, the other owner, the white guy. I feel like he would turn that over to the white restaurant owner. So I wouldn't even give him the trademark. I just thought about that, because it looks like that's what he would do. He get the trademark, the lawyer gives the trademark, And then he turns it over to the restaurant owner, his co-restaurant owner, who says he's not the restaurant owner. But I'll show you again where he says that he's the owner and then he's not the owner.
The way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was...
Okay, right there. Offer a tip to a business owner. He said that. And when he changes up, flip-flops and said he's not an owner, he doesn't see Unc as competent.
Orders after they ate in the restaurant, calling the next day saying, we didn't like anything, we want our money back, or yelling when they find out that he's not the owner. This is a happy place.
Okay. What did he say?
We didn't like anything, we want our money back, or yelling when they find out that he's not the owner. This is a happy place.